characteristics from the tequila, and then this really dry finish as well from the sherry. So it's just like a little bit of everything going on with it. And that Uncle Toby's oats is like actually a really signature characteristic that anyone that's eaten toasted oats before, they'll be able to pick up on it as well. I'm Alex Boon, and I'm currently in Melbourne Cocktails and Oysters, and that's in the heart of Melbourne CBD. I've just won the Australian Championship for Patron Perfectionists. Felt like I wasn't as rusty as what I thought I would be. Spending the last 2 years in Melbourne on a couch, so it was really nice. Kind of felt almost pretty natural to be back behind the bar talking about drinks with the judges. Competitions are always just really tough in general. Competing against 9 other competitors that are equally as talented. I'd say that is the toughest part. And also battling nerves. You turn up, you're always a little bit nervous, you've got a lot to prove. So it was a very tough competition, regardless of where I came, because you're up against some amazing bartenders. The drink I'm going to be making for you guys today is called Frankie. It's based off the Spanish ritual of horchata, but the whole point of this round of the competition was to use a hometown hero ingredient. So an ingredient that kind of represented where you're from, and I chose Uncle Toby's oats. So for me, oats had like a very nice special memory of my past attached to it. So I wanted to put it in something that I loved to kind of elevate that nostalgia. Let's start with the almost the main ingredient, the horchata I made. So I took Uncle Toby's rolled oats, and horchata is traditionally an ingredient that is comprised of rice, almond milk, and spices, and you blend those up to release all the starches. It thickens up this delicious milky concoction, but it's also quite refreshing. So I added Uncle Toby's rolled oats into the mix as well to really get that nice toasted oat characteristic coming through the horchata. I let it steep over for a couple of nights before straining it off. So in this cocktail, we have 60 mils of our Uncle Toby's oat horchata. Now, normally horchata is sweetened. I chose not to sweeten this one. I wanted to get my sweet characteristic from honey. So I use Tasmanian honey. I really wanted that unctuous mouthfeel. I wanted that sweetness, really full mouthfeel as well. And honey with tequila works just so incredibly well. A lot of people tend to always go with agave. It's made out of the same plant, but I feel honey's got a really, really nice flavor that works incredibly well with tequila. So we've got our sweetness, we've got our oat horchata in there. Next, what I wanted to use was something just to kind of cut through that drink's sweetness a little bit, dry the cocktail out and make the cocktail a little bit leaner. So I chose a nice Spanish sherry, semi-dry Amontillado. So it's got this great nuttiness in there. It really, really works well with tequila, along with the honey as well. That nuttiness and that honey characteristic are going to work really well, play really well together. So 20 mils of that. Finally, star of the show, Patron Silver. Now, we were tasked with using Patron Silver in this cocktail competition, but I tried this drink with both the Reposado and the Añejo, and it had to be the silver that I used in this drink. When you're talking about Patron Silver, you get this great grassiness, this vegetal characteristic, and this white spice, like this pepperiness. But then just the way it's been distilled and the way the agave has been baked for 79 hours means it's got this amazing soft finish to it as well. So it almost kind of veers off into this nice, like, rich finish. We'll be adding 45 mils of our Patron there. Cool. Now, what I've decided to do is blend this in a milkshaker, mainly because I'm getting old and I'm sick of shaking cocktails. The other reason is putting it through a milkshake maker whisks it up. It adds a lot of aeration to the drink, a lot of body, which is really important when you're making a drink that's essentially a Spanish milkshake, right? So if you don't have one of these at home, that's fine. You can just give a little shake in your cocktail shaker. It definitely doesn't sound as nice. And guys, we're just going to pour this into a nice frozen double old-fashioned glass. I use stoneware for my original cocktail, but you don't have to at home. Just a nice glass will work. Ice in there. And we'll just strain that over the top. And finally, guys, for the garnish, I created Aleppo pepper infused dark chocolate. So this really spicy dark chocolate. Again, at home, you don't have to do this. Simply some 70% cacao, dark chocolate will work really, really well. So just using a little grater, we're just going to lightly grate some of that dark chocolate over the top of that beverage there. And then when that hits your lips, it's going to coat your lips, you're going to lick them. That bitterness will offset the sweetness of the cocktail. And guys, this is my cocktail, Frankie, the Patrón Perfectionists Competition 2022. So the finals that I'll be competing in globally will be in March at the Hacienda Patron in Jalisco, Mexico. I'm really excited. Yeah. So we've got one more round that they're going to kind of brief us on. So it'll be a new challenge. I'm really looking forward to finding out what it is so I can go over there and hopefully smash it.